Hi guys. So here's it's another week. So here we go. You probably noticed I posted a story today that contains the schedule for this week on Facebook Lives and what we're going to be talking about. Decided to kind of make these into a more structured approach so that you can get more value out of them and get more awareness about what I provide as a mentor in helping people heal and thrive beyond codependency and narcissistic abuse. Tonight, we are going to talk about this one thing that we're doing in order to feel worthy and lovable. And it's this one thing that constantly keeps us stuck in the codependent cycle of what I call external seeking or external orientation. And this one thing we do passively. We were conditioned to do this thing. We were trained and taught to do it. And so it's in the background. It's not going to be entirely obvious to you that you're doing it when you're in it. But it is important to become first aware of it and then be able to detect it and then shift it. And that one thing is seeking permission to feel worthy. And this kind of idea of seeking permission shows up when we're asking or we're looking for something from someone else to feel a certain way. A lot of times pleasing and fixing are the ways we are seeking permission to feel a specific way about ourselves. And so if you're out there, like for instance, you're in a relationship and you want them to like you so that you can feel safer in the feelings you have about them. So you go and you try to make them feel a certain way by doing something. That would be permission seeking through pleasing them. And that's pretty common. Codependency has us doing that chronically. And we do that because we were conditioned to, we were trained to by the people we perceived as authorities in our life. And it's actually it's a natural thing to do when you're a young child because you're using your parents as a means to understand the world, to understand what's going on, what's happening. And as you're developing what's called individuation or becoming who you are separate from them, you're going to be asking questions. You're going to be testing boundaries. You're going to be doing the terrible twos and the terrible threes, where you're exercising your own sense of authority, your own sense of power in the world and trying to understand how this works. Well, when that gets aborted, when that is assaulted by neglect or by abuse, by criticism, by shaming, then our ability to understand our own personal authority, our own autonomy becomes aborted and interfered with. And honestly, the entire purpose of abuse is to get you to think that they are right, that they are the authority, they are the power in your life, so that they can then consume you as supply. They can use you as they need for themselves and then discard you when they're done, especially if we're dealing with narcissistic individuals. So coming back to owning our worth, feeling lovable, feeling worthy of love is essential. And we have to take the authority back from them. We have to retrieve it from whatever parent, deity, religious institution or person we see as an authority over ourselves and over who we are. We need to retrieve that. The way we can begin to retrieve that is by literally identifying, like, where am I putting my power? Who am I making responsible for how I feel about myself? And then we can ask a question. If I could, would I take that responsibility back now? And if I could do that, when would I do that? We allow ourselves then to tune into how that feels and what kind of experience starts to happen when we're aligned that way. This empowers us to start thinking differently, feeling differently towards our own power and towards our own worth. And what this can result in is the experience of I'm worthy despite their disappointment in me. I'm worthy despite their rejection. I'm worthy despite our difference. This greatly lowers the anxiety we feel in our lives. This shrinks the terror of rejection. And it pretty much eliminates the sensation of being controlled by others, because now our worth isn't governed by them. It is governed by us. And we have a right to that. I call it personal autonomy or personal sovereignty, the right to self-govern, and the right to occupy our worth without justification. Okay? So I want you to check in as you go about your day. Are you doing that one thing? Are you seeking permission to feel worthy? And if you are, then give yourself permission to be worthy without their approval. And let's see what starts to change in your life. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 for our next topic. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support. And I've got a new workshop coming out. I call them clarity workshops. And we had one last month on combating toxic people. Well, we had the second one this month, and that is the narcissist. And that happens this Thursday at 7 p.m. It's free to join. You can get your seat at the address in the description, which is narcw.freetheself.com, and then you can get your seat and show up on Thursday at 7 for that. And also, if you're ready to transform your codependency into confidence, take my workshop on how I do that. It's linked above, or you can go to workshop.freetheself.com and get involved now. Okay, learn how to heal, learn how to thrive, and then take action for yourself. Thank you again for being here. If you've got questions, you can just comment on the video, or you can reach out to me personally, or you can join my tribe where we go in depth with this. We give each other support and encouragement and breaking free of codependency and thriving from who we really are. And the link is up there as well. Or you can go to tribe.freetheself.com. Thank you again. You guys have fun, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Or actually, I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.